All right, everyone, welcome back to our lesson on selling on social media, how to become successful on social media, and overall an introduction on changing your mindset from being a consumer to being a producer on social media. Now, most of the people that are watching this course, you will have Instagram, you will have TikTok, you will have Facebook accounts that you are being a consumer on. You are consuming the content and you are purchasing goods for your own personal gain. Now, how do we transform yourself from being a consumer to someone who produces the content? That is part of the mindset shift that we were discussing earlier on in the course. So, overview of social media. So social media, it's a very, very powerful business tool, and it allows you to have direct access, like you straight to the consumer on very, very engaged audiences. Social media people, for example, if you follow someone, you're likely to be loyal to them. You're likely to enjoy their content. That's why you follow them. That's why you support them. People will support you if you are giving them engaging content, if you are selling them some goods that they exactly want. So platforms like Instagram, Facebook, Meta, they are excellent ways of not only selling goods, but also advertising your content, advertising that, okay, I'm selling this on my website. You know, we were speaking about websites in the last lesson. It allows you to engage with such a wide audience of people. I'm talking about not in the millions anymore. We're talking in the billions, and it allows you to expedite that process. Now, I know that we said that this isn't a get rich quick scheme, and it's not. However, social media will allow you to speed up that process and reach such an audience. It'll be unbelievable to you. And the speed at which you're going to reach these people is going to be unbelievable. Now, it does take a lot of work, but nothing good comes easy, right? So now this lesson is all about how selling works in these platforms and what strategies best suit professional sellers, which is what we want you to be. Now, selling on Instagram and Facebook, those are two of the main ones, right, that you've heard of. Now, I'm sure TikTok is also very much up there, but Instagram and Facebook it's established in terms of selling, and TikTok Shop is very much coming up there as well. So both platforms offer, integrated shopping features, and it allows you to directly buy from posts and stories. For example, you'll see a post. Okay, it's got a nice picture over there. I'm going to click on it, purchase, done. Seller gets the money, they ship it off to you. Simple, very nice and easy. Now, there are potentially over 130 million different users on Instagram shopping months every single month. And that just shows that the platform has huge potential, not only for you, but for absolutely everyone who's in the reselling game. Now, how do you sell on Instagram and Facebook? I'm going to tell you a step-by-step way on how you can do it in a simple manner. And in the next course in our Patreon, we'll teach you exactly more about how to create more engaging content. So, number one, build a post that recognizes or is recognized by your target audience. People are not going to watch it if they're not interested in it. Now, everyone is interested in something that you might create if it's useful. Make sure that you're targeted towards those people and create high quality visuals that are for those people. Now, you may say, oh, Reselling Revolution, I don't know, or Mustafa, I don't know anything about audiences. I don't have an audience at the moment. Yeah, you probably won't. You're going to start with 0 followers, right? You can't just end up with audience one day. Now, what you will have is a account with 0 followers, and what you can do is start manifesting the audience that you want. If you start creating content that is for the exact audience that you want, then those people automatically be drawn to you, and you will have pre-manifested that in a way. Does that make sense? So that's how you're going to create a audience based off exactly what you want in the future. Number 2, utilize product tags. Now, again, we'll go over this in the future. It's more about tagging products in your post stories, and that just creates a really seamless, quick buy, pay for the consumer. And that's what you want, the most seamless shopping experience as possible. And that will mean that people are going to get less frustrated and give you their money. So number 3, engage with the community. Engage with your followers, for example, polls, Q&A, direct messaging. It creates a community, and people love community. Not only will they love it because you're interacting with them, you will love it because you'll know exactly what they want. It'll help you on creating more content. It'll mean that you have to think less about what they want because they'll tell you directly. It's amazing, right? So that's exactly why Instagram and Facebook is amazing. So what are the key features on selling on Instagram and Facebook? Now you got product catalogues in there. Both platforms offer a product catalog feature, which allows you to essentially just list all of the different items that you want, and people can directly scroll and see, oh, okay, I like this, I know that, I'll buy that. Does that make sense? So that's what product catalogues are. Now, Instagram and Facebook just have a huge exposure of people. You know, you got the algorithmic feed that will help you reach a large audience. For example, what people want, you will provide to them through the algorithm. You know, it's in Facebook and Instagram's best interest to invest billions into their algorithm to make sure that what the consumers want will link up with what the people are buying. Otherwise, you know, it's not going to lead to sales. They're not going to make their fees, etc. Everyone wins if the algorithm is good. Customer interaction. Now, the good thing about Instagram and Facebook is very much, you know, personality based, personal based, you know, you to someone else. Social media, it's kind of in the name, right? You know, comments, direct messages, live videos. It just fosters a beautiful kind of community and one-to-one experience. A bit like what we were talking about in the live streaming introduction. It's very much like that. So it builds trust and it fosters a kind of authenticity between you and the buyers. Now, again, moving on, Facebook Marketplace. We've spoken about Facebook a little bit, but Facebook Marketplace is kind of what you want to go down if you're actually selling things. And Shpock as well. Shpock is another platform that's quite famous in the UK and Europe as well. There are bigger platforms, but again, wanted to speak about this platform because it is very much a social media type of platform. So Facebook Marketplace is aimed at local buyers and sellers. You know, that has allows individuals to sell absolutely everything. I mean, I was looking the other day and you can buy a tank on there. Like, you know, there's absolutely everything. Whatever you want, Facebook Marketplace will have it and at a very good price as well. Pros are it's amazing for clearing out stuff, especially if you're a small seller and you want to clear out your stock at home, get a bit of interest on there. It's amazing for that. Allows you to reach a local audience. For example, if you don't like shipping or anything like that, people can come pick it up for free. It's amazing. The cons, lower prices. Facebook Marketplace is well known for getting good steals on there, but that also means that if you're a business, it's not ideal for creating a brand awareness unless you want to create a local brand awareness. If you have your own vintage shop, which again, we'll go over in more advanced courses. Shpock is similar to Facebook Marketplace. It's got a pretty, you know, similar basis in the fact that it's very local based. So Shpock has a lot of pickups in there essentially. It's great for local shopping. It's not really great for national wide things like that. It focuses more on the local aspect, the community aspect, a bit like Gumtree as well. It's an easy way to declutter, make some quick sales, and again, focused on bargain hunters that want higher value quality transactions in the sense that they want a good deal, they want it done quick. You know, Shpock buyers, they want to pay for it. Same with Facebook Marketplace, they want to buy it, come the same day, pick it up, done. Cash in hand, simple. However, as a business owner, it's quite difficult for you to capitalize off that because obviously within your town, let's say you live in, you know, Birmingham, for example, you've got 1 million people. Let's say you live in London, you know, you've got 9 million people, something like that. You're very much limited within that specific space. Whereas if you're selling on a national platform like Depop, eBay, all of that kind of thing, you are very much targeting a wider audience. So it really depends. Do you want to target a local audience? Do you know what your exact locality wants? Or do you want to target a national audience? Right. Pros and cons for each are that within the national selling, for example, Facebook and Shpock, you're going to have a lot lower competition because there's less people doing the same thing. However, you've got a smaller market. If you're in national, you've got a lot larger, but you've got more competition. So yeah, essentially consideration for selling, you want a professional approach. You want to maintain that professionalism. You want to maintain product quality. You want to have clear branding. You want to create a good customer experience. And overall, when selling on social media, you want to choose the right platforms. So again, like I mentioned, Instagram and Facebook, amazing for national wide selling, especially TikTok as well. Facebook Marketplace and Shpock, more for your little locality, your town, your city at the maximum. But yeah, it works really well. So social media, if we want to talk some insights, stuff like that, guys. So statistics, 60% of Instagram users discover new products on the platform. And that really does showcase how effective it is that, you know, you're going to reach a very wide audience of people. And social media habits, for example, people are switching more to social media to do all of their daily tasks in the sense that you get your dopamine hit out of it by watching reels, looking at memes and stuff like that. But they're also very much influenced by watching that content. Now, if you're able to influence your customer in a good way, not in a malicious way, you'll influence them to buy your product in a good way, why not capitalize off that? It's incredible. So again, what is the strategy for success in social media? Number one, consistency. I cannot stress this enough. Consistently post every day or post every couple of days. Post at the same time every day so people know when to look at your channel, look at your account, all of that great stuff. Build a loyal community, manifest who you want, create the content as to the customer base that you want, and manifest that, bring those people together. It's amazing. And use Instagram and Facebook's shopping features. Create that catalog, make sure that people click, have a really seamless buyer experience, give valuable information. If you're just crap, essentially, no one's going to buy your product, no one's going to listen to what you say. Encourage repeat business by offering exclusive deals, responding quickly to what customers are saying to you, respond to your DMs quickly, and you will make some great money. So in conclusion, selling on Instagram and Facebook, amazing opportunities for professional resellers. However, Facebook Marketplace and Shpock, if you're just starting out, you want to get rid of stuff on a local deal, for example, if you're doing wholesale bundles, stuff like that, it's good for that. People come and pick up, cash in hand, done. So it really depends on what you value. Again, like the website lesson that we just finished, it's about what exactly do you value in terms of your business? What type of business do you want? It's more about you have a think with yourself. How do you want to target your buyers? So that's it for social media. Now, a bit of a pro tip. Now, with it throughout this course, we're going to mention things called pro tips. It's tips from myself, tips from the team about what exactly do we personally recommend, just as a little bit of a tip. And then you can take that with a pinch of salt and apply that to your business journey. So essentially, what we recommend, Facebook and Instagram for selling on individual platforms, for targeting a more niche market base, whereas Shpock, all that kind of thing for selling in a more local marketplace. So thank you very much for listening to that lesson. Next lesson, we'll talk about the pro tips. So which platforms should you focus more on in particular? As mentioned, pro tips are for if you want to learn a little bit more about from us, from more experienced sellers from the team. That is what pro tips are about. At the end of every module, we aim to get a pro tip for you. So stick around and watch the next lesson for your first pro tip.